All right, just about set to go. Starting on the mound in this one, Carlos Carrasco. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Bo Bichette, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
First pitch, 136.
Now 1-1.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Just off the inside edge. The next offering misses. And now 3-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Full count.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe. And Bichette is retired. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And one to watch, of course, their three-hole hitter, Anthony Santander.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike. One out, bases empty. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there's two down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Two outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander at the plate. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
And there's a ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Swinging a foul straight back. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium. And on the hill in this one, Jose Barrios. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. Some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind him. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
And that one fouled off. And there's a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Right side. Barger pulls it down and he makes the catch. One up, one down. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Aaron Judge,
Outside,
the next to hit, takes outside. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. That one missing inside. Judge waits. That one fouled off. A little bit low, and Judge takes the walk.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
And next is the designated hitter, Ben Rice. First pitch, not close. And another ball. Man at first, one away. Dives and he can't hang on. Slings to second, and they'll just get the one.
Well, I really like this right here. He knocked the ball down on that dive and then was able to pick it up, get it to second base, cut that lead runner off, and that's keeping a guy out of scoring position.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Off the mark there. Ball one. That's inside.
That's inside. That's a ball.
Rice leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Inside. And now 3-0. Cody Bellinger on deck for the Yankees.
Hey-ha!
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Bellinger up to hit. fouled off. He was late. First and second, 2 down. Just missed.
Ball.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back for more from the Bronx. Here's George Springer. Carrasco back to work. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Up and in, and a count even 1-1. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's downstairs and outside. Not close with that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Bellinger brings it in, and there's one away. Here's Andres Jimenez. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That one not close. 1-0.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's outside. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And the count's full.
Count.
Bounce to third. Cabrera. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Man at first, and now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Carrasco will move to first, and he's back in easily.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
That one well upstairs. And that is ball one. No score here in the second. Just missed.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Throws to second for one, and that's two. One error in the inning, but nothing more. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Just missed.
1-0.
And that misses. Ball. And that's ball two.
2-0.
Check swing, called strike. Swings over the top of that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Chisholm leads off second with nobody out.
Come on, Yankees.
And that skips into dirt.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Line drive. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's in there at the knees. Outside low, and it's 2-2. Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it stays fair. And they'll score first, it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
First and second, no outs. And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. And there's the strike. Slapped foul. First and second here, no outs. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Bangs off the wall. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So the batting order turns over. Now here's Trent Grisham. Golden opportunity right here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering is in for a strike.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
At the belt and fires. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Outside. Bases juiced, no outs. Ground ball could be 2. Flips to second, that's 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, walked his first time. There's a strike.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And now he's fallen behind Judge.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss
2 balls, 1
outside
strike.
the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 4-0.
The sun rises and Aaron Judge hits a home run. That's a pretty normal day in the world of baseball. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
2 outs, nobody on. Ben Rice getting ready to hit. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Just missed.
Down. Ball.
Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Two out, space is empty. And there's the automatic. That one pushed to the left and foul. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Santander going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We play 2 full. The Yankees 4 and the Jays nothing. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, top half of the 3rd inning. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Barger goes 5 feet 11 inches, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2018. This ball's chopped on the ground. Goldie. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting it, the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Stepping in, Ernie Clement. He swings and fouls one off. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That to right. And it drops in.
Batting up, the left fielder, Nathan.
So digging in, Nathan Lucas. Ball 1 there. Carrasco will move to first, and he's back in safely. And it's fouled away. Liner, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
The batter, number 11, shortstop,
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. He's 0 for 1. That one lifted to left. Bellinger in a full sprint. Nice grab on the run. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So they're at the corners now. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. On the ground to the left. That's a base hit as a run scores. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Everybody's going to be safe.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
First and second, 2 outs. So up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1.
1-0.
And that one ripped into right. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. The run comes in from second, and it's now a 2-run game.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Really spun on that pitch and ripped it down the line, and it couldn't have been much closer to ending up in foul territory, but it did just sneak in there for the base hit. Good job by the defense as well to hold it to a long single.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Fly to left his first time. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Oh, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. The Yankees 4 and the Blue Jays 2. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here is Goldschmidt.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Oh, great stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody.
That was an impressive diving stop. Singy, let's dive into the numbers. Statcast assemble!
Yeah, Boog, a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. He found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a great play all the way around. Just really smooth.
1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. His first at bat was a strikeout. Right through there for a strike. Bellinger is an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that one is out of here. Cody Bellinger blasts one out. 3rd home run of the season. It's 5-2. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 1 out, nobody on. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now at the plate. A double and a run scored his first time up. 0-1. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though,
1-1.
when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And misses inside. Inside, almost got him. This one's smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So up next, Anthony Volpe. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Ground ball to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
The catcher, number 28, Austin.
2 down, bases empty. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. RBI single his last time up. And first offering is fouled off. Rip to third. Sends it to first. That is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 6-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in New York, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Andres Gimenez. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Wells makes the grab, 1 away.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And here is Alejandro Kirk. He's 0 for 1. First pitch just misses. The Yankees leading by 4, top half of inning number 4. And that's in for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-2.
Next pitch is outside.
2-2.
To third, Cabrera. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder Addison Barger.
Now it's the right fielder, Addison Barger. 0 for 1 so far. They say a win.
0-1.
And a foul ball. Pitch is in the dirt. Going to count 1-2.
Definitely a swing and
1-2.
miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next offering
That missed. That's the
upstairs.
ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays go down in order. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Yariel Rodriguez. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 29, Yariel Rodriguez.
And now here is Oswaldo Cabrera. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Cabrera.
The pitch. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
No strikes.
Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Dylan Tate, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Number 68 getting cranked up as well. Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-1 is fouled off. Right side. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Back to the top of the lineup. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. 0 for 2 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That one
That's the ball.
missed. Next one off the plate inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. Off the outside edge with that one, and now it's filled up. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And there's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
It's Aaron Judge now. He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Yeah, that's fouled off. There comes an 0-2 to Judge. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Rice in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Grisham off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one missing low. Out towards right center. That's well struck. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. The relay throw. He's safe. And the lead is up to 5.
Well done. Drives in the run. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Fastball for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. High fly ball out towards left center. Lucas settles underneath it. And that will end the inning. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. It's 7-2. Back in New York, ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Carrasco back to work. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Will Warren getting ready to go. Next pitch off the plate. 2-1. And there's a ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
On the ground to first. To Volpe at second for one. On to Goldschmidt. That's two.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So the lineup flips over, and here is Bo Bichette.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth.
Come on, Yankees.
In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Leading off, Cody Bellinger.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Just missed. Bellinger with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's already homered in this game. Rodriguez checks over to first, and he's back. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Runner at first with no outs here. And downstairs. Fought off foul. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 9-2. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Yariel Rodriguez will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. A new arm into the game, the righty, Dylan Tate.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Anthony Volpe, the next to hit, 1 for 2. Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit.
Now batting, the catcher.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. First pitch,
No, that
and he
missed. That's the
just
ball.
misses. Volpe on at first, nobody out. There's a strike at the knees. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. That one the other way. Fair ball. Volpe around second, headed for third. Coming home. Play at the plate. Got him.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Cabrera up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. And there's a ball. Still only one out here in the inning. Now 3-0.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
There's the strike. One out and a runner at second. Pitch is in for a strike and a full count now. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
The center fielder, number 12, Grisham.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
That's ripped. Base hit. Wells comes round and he scores. It's an RBI single, and it's an 8-run lead. So, man aboard, Aaron Judge at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Outside low, and that is ball one. And another ball. Already 3 runs across in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2 outs. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now battles the designated hitter.
Now up is the Yankees DH, Ben Rice.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
1 strike.
An at-bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they get 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. 5 innings complete. It's the Yankees 10 and the Blue Jays 2. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Next one misses. 3-1. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
And that one is lifted in the air. Judge brings it in. 1 away.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. And he takes it himself for the out.
The bat, number 4, designated hitter.
And the batter is George Springer.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Springer, in his 11th season, 35 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. That misses. 1-0. The Yanks up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Goldie right there to make the grab, and that is that. One, two, three go the Blue Jays, and the deficit stays at 8. It's 10-2. Well, we go bottom 6. Goldie steps into the box. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1. Movement in the bullpen.
1-1.
Jimmy Garcia, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. He makes it safely with a leadoff double in the 6th.
All over that one right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
So man aboard, and stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career.
That's a ball.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt. And a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a right fielder, every day as a center fielder. And another ball.
That missed. That's the ball.
Runner in scoring
3-0.
position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
3-1.
Well struck right field. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Here comes Goldie around third. The relay safe. And they now lead by 9. Digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
Just seems like he can't miss right now. Seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1. Fights it off. He'll see another. Bellinger at third with nobody out. Breaking ball inside. And the count 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Base hit and a run comes in. Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Dylan Tate gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Number 68 taking over on the mound.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Foul ball. The shortstop takes a ball. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
2-2 now. He goes down looking. And the batter now, Austin Wells. That one outside. Ball 1. That one in there across the letters.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And that's too high. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
2-2 down. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Santander gets it back in quickly, and that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Now batting,
First and second, one out. At the plate, Oswaldo Cabrera, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Two on, one out. And that's downstairs.
That's low. That's a ball.
And it's a ball and a strike. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Guerrero makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Trent.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Ball one
That's the
there.
ball.
The next pitch misses. And the count now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed. Aaron Judge would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Two on, 2 outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. 7th inning coming up. Yankees 12 and the Blue Jays 2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Yarbrough.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Nope, he held back. And now it's 1-2. The other way, and a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Alejandro.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Ball one, no strikes.
1-0.
Just missed.
Outside.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Barger in the box again. Takes a strike. Double play ball to second. There's one. Throw to first. Safe.
He's safe.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
The third baseman, Ernie Clement.
In there for strike one. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Judge squeezes it, and that's the third out. One left for Toronto. It's 12-2. Set for the last half of the seventh. And now the right fielder, Aaron Judge. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
2-0.
Line drive, caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Ben Rice will hit next. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. And there's two down.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Ground ball left side. Fires over to Guerrero. And they get Goldschmidt for the out. That's the third out. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. But they're still way out in front. 12-2. Back now in the Bronx. We go to the eighth. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. Yarbrough back to work. Left field. Bellinger has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. 0 for 3 in this one. And that is downstairs. Ball one. The Yankees up big in this one, and we're in the top of the eighth. Right through there for a strike. That one misses, and it's 2-1.
2-1. Nope, that's outside. Ball.
And that one fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Up the middle. Whips it to first. And Bichetta's retired.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 out, space is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And first offering is fouled off.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Next pitch is outside.
Ball.
And that's outside. That's down and in.
Count is full.
Outside, and that is ball 4. My partner known for being a touch hacktastic. All right, you walked 130 times.
Oh my goodness!
In your career,
I can't even believe. I win.
130
when did that
times.
happen?
Yeah.
I don't even, seriously, I don't believe that.
Santander stands in now and watches strike 1. Guerrero, the runner at first with 2 gone. That's outside.
1-1.
And the count is 1-1. And that's down and away. That one misses. Now 3-1. Next offering is fouled back.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back in the Bronx, and here comes Bellinger. Looking to complete the cycle with a double.
Bellinger.
And that's outside.
No, that's out.
Next pitch in the dirt, and now 2-0. Inside, just missed.
Hee-haw.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Full count.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, nice play. And it beats him. What a play.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Let's go. Do it again.
And that's in there at the knees. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe.
Let's go, Yankees.
Right down to shoot, and that's strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Right through there for a strike.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
2 down, nobody on. Got him. 3 up, 3 down, inning over.
Now pitching.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Here's George Springer to start it off. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Williams measures 6 feet 2 inches, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2013. Check swing, and he went, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
And that's
1 ball, 2
downstairs and
strikes.
outside. And they'll do it again. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Jimenez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. That one missed.
1-1.
The Jays with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the 9th. Next pitch is in the dirt, and the count is even 2-2. On the ground to Jazz. Jazz tosses to first, and they're down to their last out. And now, Alejandro Kirk, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That's a strike. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. This could end it. Got it! And that's the ball game.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
And your final 12-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long